An alternative to a front plank would be a dead bug variation. In this regards, a dead bug would help work on excessive anterior pelvic tilt by having the floor as a proprioceptive factor for them to feel their low back on the ground. A dead bug is great because it gets core activation, you get that contralateral opposite arm, opposite leg movement, and you're having to coordinate this motion. But again, the feedback from the ground makes it slightly easier than that of a plank if you're struggling with anterior pelvic tilt and that core control. So first you see me demo a correct dead bug. Okay. As I go, it's a slow, controlled movement. I'm going opposite arm, opposite foot, extending that leg as far as I'm able to throughout the movement. You can see that my core is engaged and my low back is on the ground. I'll go through a few more reps here. A common error that you might see is someone letting their opposite leg kind of dive forward towards their body, that knee dive forward in as they're going. That's just lack of control there and learning the movement. So typically what I'll do, and you can see me do this to myself, is kind of create a wall there, right, with my hands and say, hey, pretend like there's a wall here, pretend like you can't go through that wall. And that usually corrects that movement error. Another movement error you may see is, if you can see here, I have a rib flare, which means I'm arching that low back, okay, and I'm in anterior pelvic tilt a little bit. All you have to do is say, hey, make sure that low back is staying in contact with the ground, contract that core the whole time through the movement, and that'll typically give them a good cue to help figure this movement out and correct that rib flare and anterior pelvic tilt.